Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Obviously by the title today I'm going to be talking about how I found out that I was pregnant and all of the other details. Okay, so I moved to Japan in December and I had like 3 months of birth control left. I knew that in March my birth control would be ending, but I never went to go find a doctor because I was scared. I've had the same doctor back home for like a few years, so I just feel really uncomfortable trying to find a new one. And plus it's in a different country, so I don't know what it was going to be like, so I never went out of my way to try to find a different doctor to go to. So like March 7th I took my last pill of my birth control and I didn't really think anything of it, I have some family members, I'm not going to say who, that have PCOS, which makes it harder for people to get pregnant. So since these two people have that, I assumed that I had it too. So I thought it would be hard for me to get pregnant, and it's not like we were trying or anything. After the business went down, a few days later, this is TMI, but my boobs kind of hurt. It kind of felt like the feeling if you don't wear a bra for a while. Let's just say the business went down around like April 2nd, April 3rd. 3 days later is when I started to notice that my boobs felt weird. Also, I felt really queasy. I didn't feel good to the point where I didn't eat as much and I wasn't hungry as often. Within like the first week of after the business happened, I lost like 6 pounds because that's how sick I felt and I didn't feel like eating or anything. Also during this time I had cramps and I was like, okay, well maybe I'm about to start my period or something. I don't know. I just got off birth control, so I was like, well, it's been almost a month and I didn't start, so maybe I'm about to start. And I never did, so I was like, At first I didn't think much of it because I was like, well, I just stopped taking birth control, so maybe it takes a few months for me to get my period restarted. Before I started birth control, I don't remember if I had regular periods or not. So I decided to take a test because something just didn't feel right. And I took a test like a week after the business happened and it came back negative. First of all, I just want to say, the test I took was really hard. It tells you to pee on the tip for like 5 seconds. Like, sorry, I cannot control where I'm peeing. I just pee and I don't think I can pee on it for 5 seconds straight. So I don't know what went wrong, but it came up negative and I was just like, okay, well, it's fine. But after those 4 days, I started to feel fine again. So I was like, oh, it must have been something I ate. And then, so I waited a few days and I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. Austin was just like, well, let's just buy one and try again just cause. Also, I didn't take it when he was home because I just thought it was weird and I was like, oh, it's just gonna be negative. So also when I took the first one, I didn't tell Austin because I didn't want to be like, oh, I think I'm pregnant, and then it be all this thing and then turns out I'm not. So I didn't tell him at first. And then I told him and told him it was negative, and that's when we took another one. So he left for work. I took it in the morning. He left for work, and the second one I took, I didn't want to pee on the stick because it was so hard to pee on the stick for 5 seconds the first time. In the directions it says you can pee in a clean cup and dip it in there for 5 seconds, so that is what I did. And after I dipped it in there, I set it flat on the counter in the bathroom, and it tells you to wait 3 minutes. I kid you not, literally 20 seconds later, 2 lines appear right away. In the instructions, it shows you how 2 means pregnant and 1 means not pregnant. The 2 lines on the pregnancy test in the instructions, there's one dark line, the line that can be for pregnant or not pregnant, and then the second line is faded. My 2 lines popped up literally 20 seconds later and they were dark. It wasn't like a faded kind of line, it was dark, it was there. And I freaked out, I didn't know what to do. I called Austin right away because I knew he wasn't at work yet. I knew he was driving there, and I told him, and I was freaking out because I don't know what to do. So many things are going through my head, and he was excited. I'll show you it too. You can clearly see the 2 lines. it's been like almost 3 weeks now. Right now, I don't really feel any symptoms. A few days ago, I get really bad migraines, so I thought it was a migraine and I felt sick. You know, like my head hurt really bad and my stomach kind of felt weird. I get random sick feelings, like I'll just feel really sick or like really queasy for no reason sometimes. Also cramping. Obviously when you guys are seeing this, everyone already knows because right now it's only like 3 weeks. I still don't believe it. I'm obviously going to take another one and see. I'm surprised I even noticed it, to be honest, because I don't really pay attention that well to my body. Obviously, we weren't planning on having a kid. We just weren't really smart about it, you know. We didn't really think it could happen to us. We're both excited, you know, and we're married, so it's not like we have any issues there. We have 2 dogs and a cat, so that's going to be crazy having basically 4 kids. Well, thank you for watching. I'll keep you guys updated. Bye!